they had Nickelodeon and they'd show me some cartoons, and I was surprised with how dark a lot of them were.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one with the cowardly dog? That one really
Oh,
made
Courage.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. I love that because I just
Yeah.
thought this is so scary. Some of this stuff. I mean, there was one where I think it was it a I don't know if it was a mosquito or an alien or something was sucking the brains out of the elderly couple, and the dog was just trying to warn them and
I
getting
think
told
that
off.
was a mosquito.
Was it a mosquito? It was just
I think so. I didn't watch every episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I
yeah,
think I think they would have done a mosquito for that one.
yeah. It was. I just remember being shocked, and then that's when I became more familiarized with Ren and Stimpy, and loved Ren and Stimpy because that's again
Right?
so dark and so clever ways of exploring really kind of creepy scenarios, and yet just about keeping it so that you could have it as a cartoon. I mean, it's just really creative madness, I think.
There's the I'm blanking on his name. I know his last name's Ward, but the guy who made Adventure Time
Pendleton
is
Wood.
like Pendleton.
Yeah,
Like I adore him
yeah,
because he kind of did it a little bit reverse, where like all of his imagery in his episodes were super cute,
yeah.
but there was a weird undertone that was like there's some dark things going on.
Yeah, doesn't it rain daggers in episode one that I've seen of Adventure
Yeah,
Time?
yeah,
And I was thinking,
yeah.
how do you do that for a children's cartoon? Having daggers
Well,
rain from the
then,
sky.
well, and then like there was like an entire like plot with the Ice King, which was like the most sad and depressing story I've
Yeah,
heard in like a long time, and the entire world is like like the end result of multiple nuclear wars and
yeah.
like
Oh, I felt very bad for the Ice King. I did love Adventure Time. I felt really bad for him because especially when you find out his history, his backstory of who he
yeah.
was, it was just I love the voice acting. It's just so
Oh
perfect.
yeah, did great.
Yeah, oh, I love it. I'm a big cartoon buff, so like yourself, I just eat that stuff up.
And then I highly respected Pendleton Ward when he made worked with a podcaster called Duncan Trussell to make Midnight Gospel.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
I've got Midnight Gospel.
like,
I've not watched it yet, but I've got it.
oh, you should.
Yeah,
Oh, it's fabulous. It definitely helps you learn how to meditate.
yeah, really.
It gives literally like at least 3 direct meditation
Well, Duncan Trussell's
lessons on it.
he's big on that, isn't he? He loves the Bhagavad Gita. He always references that
Yes,
when I've heard
he
about him.
references it all the time.
That's all he talks about, which I love because it's a super old, it's the origin of the story of a lot of the, biblical stories and things which have just plagiarized from the Bhagavad Gita. So I appreciate him
And
discussing it.
Duncan Trussell's meditation teacher, he has a book. His name's Mike, but I'm terrible with names.
Hmm.
But like, he has a book called Art, Spirituality, and Making a Buck,
Yeah,
and I highly recommend it.
nice.
Like, especially for any artistic person, like, it's basically teaches you how to keep your spirit while also trying to make some money.
Oh, wow, that sounds cool.
And because he came from a music background, he was a music producer,
Hmm.
and then became a Bodhisattva, like master of Buddhist meditation,
Hmm.
and met Neem Karoli Baba and all the like big names of Indian Buddhism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm still a record producer, so this is how you don't lose your soul while trying to make artwork.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's what a crazy culture crossover, I suppose. But it's nice to have that honoured in different realms so that you can maintain a kind of footing in what you've been brought up in, and yet to keep your interest in more spiritual and kind of enlightened ideas, because that can be compromised, can't it, when you try to maintain a music production or animation.
Right.
Yeah. But there's one which I have to recommend to you as well called Over the Garden Fence, I think it's called, or Over the Garden Wall. You might not have heard of it. I think it's American, but it does have a British voice actor. It has John Cleese feature in it. But really,
Nice.
really funny, and it's got a start and an end. I think it's only one season. I'm not sure, but it's very contained, very interesting, kind of dark fairy tale story. And
I think I've heard of it before, but I can't remember if I've watched it.
if you can't find it, let me know and I'll send it to you
I'll
because I
definitely,
have it.
I'll definitely look it up.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, especially since I'm always a John Cleese fan.
Yeah, he's fantastic and he's very recognizable. I looked it up immediately just to
Right.
make sure that I was hearing correctly, but yeah, it's brilliant.